Not you. I'm setting up now. The live one.
You're setting up? If you want, you go to.
No, the camera is here only.
I'm just joking with you.
Good evening. Vanakkam. Guten Abend. Setzen Sie sich bitte. The ceremony is about to begin. I've literally run out of languages. So if you haven't found your seat yet, join us, find your seats, and let's get the show on the road. My name's Aaliyah, and it's truly an honor to be your MC tonight. 30 years ago, Angie and Johannes, as you learned, were married in this exact same spot by the same officiant. Now, that wedding was a 90s classic hit. Together, let's make this 2022 remix just as good. Without any further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for, let us welcome now for a second time, as husband and wife, Ashwin and Jordan. Put your hands together. Beautiful. Before I met, so I've had the pleasure of knowing both Jordan and Ashwin for 10 years, separately. Ashwin and I went to medical school and miraculously struck up a friendship, despite the fact that he was never in class. Don't worry, auntie and uncle, he did well all the same, he's a genius. Before I met Jordan in Geneva, I was living in a dark hostel, pretty dingy, in a dark forest. I never ate breakfast, and I always ran chronically late for work. After I met Jordan, I lived in a beautiful apartment with a Juliet balcony among the cobblestone streets of Geneva that, of course, Jordan found for me. I ate breakfast every day. Thanks to Jordan, who stole breakfast for me every morning under the glare of her landlady. But I still chronically ran late for work. This time with the best travel companion the world has to offer. As Ashwin can attest, when Jordan loves you, your whole world becomes a little more beautiful, a lot more delicious, and just a little more chaotic. You can imagine my delight and surprise when Jordan showed me a picture of Ashwin before their first date. All I said to her was, he is extremely funny. And of course, Jordan's vocabulary has grown to consist of a number of colorful Ashwinisms, including sad, oh dear, and his newest all-time hit, you think? When Ashwin was 9, he moved from Chennai to Dubai. And then at 13, moved from Dubai to Toronto. Similarly, by the time Jordan was 13, she had crossed the Atlantic Ocean between Canada and Germany 13 times. I think what this experience taught these two is that home is not a physical place. It's a feeling you create. And when I asked Jordan how she knew that Ashwin was the one, she said that he feels like home. That's a feeling that you and anyone who's ever met them feels, whether you meet them at their B&B in the county, their home in Toronto, or even while third wheeling a Valentine's Day date in Thailand, as we learned from Ashley. Now that they're a married couple, we are all pillars in their new home, supporting it in different ways. But pillars in isolation can't hold or support a home. It's when they're connected that a structure can withhold the storms that life has to offer. If I can ask anything of you tonight, I have one request of you tonight and one alone. It is that if you see someone you don't know across the table at dessert, across the dance floor, say hi, introduce yourself, unite over the shared love this couple has for each other, because in doing so, you are strengthening the foundation of their relationship. You are strengthening the foundation of their new home. Before they had met, while Ashwin slugged through medical school, my apartment served as one of Jordan's home bases between her international adventures. I would hear about all the wonderful people she met in Nairobi, Geneva, in London, and in Boston. You know, some people collect magnets when they travel, not our Jordan. She collects lifelong friends. And we're lucky, many of them are here with us today, and we're grateful to have you. Whenever Jordan would return from these adventures, I would hold my breath, waiting to hear about her finding the love of her life in some far-flung country that would steal her away from me indefinitely. Meanwhile, Ashwin was in residency, and which, unlike medical school, he actually had to show up for. And his greatest concern was putting patients to sleep safely, not finding the love of his life. In the Tamil culture, before a bride and groom are allowed to get married, the stars must first be consulted. The fact that these two individuals found each other, despite Jordan's extensive travel and Ashwin's grueling schedule, is truly a miracle. In the end, we didn't need to consult the stars or the horoscopes. This love story was written in the stars all along. Let's raise our glasses to toast to this celestially ordained couple. To you. You know, the next time you want them to kiss, you have to get up on this mic and say your favorite. Ashwin is a favorite. Ashwin is a. So remember Ashwin's greatest hits. Come up to the mic, belt it out, and you too will get a kiss from the new couple. Maybe if you're lucky. One of Ashwin's greatest skills is making you feel like you are hearing the juiciest secret you've ever heard for the first time of your life. He'll talk to you like, did you know that? So it is my great, I'm taking a page from his book. Did you know that the couple I'm about to introduce you next got married here 30 years ago? Put your hands together. Okay, welcome. Parents of the bride, Johannes and Anna.
It was 30 years and 36 days ago, to be exact, that we got married here. Same bed, the same drop of tea.
Oh, wow. Wow, Ashley.
I heard a survey that summed up the, the most serious fears a person can have, and there was 3. One is public speaking, the second is death, and the third is dying while speaking. So I leave the rest to Angie.
Oh, wow. Yes, what a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Special times. I couldn't be more excited to have Ashwin join our family. The voice of reason. Excuse me, that was my tooth. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Yeah, and a brilliant mind, which is, of course, why Jordan loves him, why we love him also. Anyway. So in the course of recognizing all of my children on Facebook one weekend in a whim, I forgot Ashwin. You can imagine my remorse, no, my pain, really. And Ashwin came to me and he said, "What about me?" And I felt so bad, and I thought, oh my goodness, how do I make up for this? Well, tonight's it, my friend. We're on. Ashwin's patience and practicality have been a great, I don't know what to say. You are amazing and great for Jordan. Jordan, you're great for him. I knew when we first met Ashwin, he was kind of geeky. Honestly, I was like, another nerd, George? Seriously. But truly, it's true, right? I mean it in the best of ways, Ashwin, you know that, right? You've got her, and she's got you, and you're the best nerds together. Look after her, be a loving partner. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to tell you a story about Ashwin asking Jordan to fix her wallet. Years ago, Ashwin said to Jordan, "Is that your wallet?" She said, "Yes." He said, And he went shopping and they bought a wallet. He asked her to get rid of the cards from Germany, from undergrad, 25 coffee cards, 5 library cards. None of them dated for the actual year. True enough, hey, George? She's like, no, that was me. Yes, it was you. So, anyway, what I want to say truly is just this. Stay together, laugh often, travel life through life, and abroad, which of course you do. Every 15 minutes, by the way. Vacation when? Yeah. No. Remaining independent spirits while joining hands and hearts always in a united front. Congratulations to both of you. And Ashwin, welcome to our crazy family.
Survive this.
And I thought I was roasting them, but damn. Thanks, Sanjin Johanna. This place certainly seems to bring good luck to people. Does anyone else want to get married here? We're taking reservations for 2023. Anyone else? I'm just kidding. Helmi and Dave. Thanks for your generosity here. Next up is join me in welcoming Nirupa and Sankar, the parents of the bride and groom. Did you know that Nirupa and Sankar had 1,000 people at their weddings? All three events had each one had 1,000 people. Yeah, you know, so that means this guest list is a lot more exclusive. That's 10 people for every one of you. So you need to channel the excitement of at least 10 people while welcoming my next guest to the stage. Well done.
I'm supposed to speak one day after her.
That's how we are constructed heaven. Okay, Jordan make note. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. All of you, each of us are here today because we are very, very important in their life. So 1 is to 10, 1 is to 100. Just heard that out. Right? So this has been a very eventful year for us. In April, we welcomed a son into our family. Akshay.
Hey, Akshay.
And now today, we are so proud to welcome our daughter, Jordan. Family is growing. I still remember the day when Ashwin introduced us to Jordan. He came from a long trip, a really, the car which had driven I don't know how many kilometers, and we met for dinner at an Indian restaurant. Jordan won us over right away, warm and pleasant, calm, with her beautiful smile. We were so happy that Ashwin found the love of his life. As we got to know Jordan, she introduced us to raclette. If anybody doesn't know raclette, now's your time. Find the Germans here and they'll tell you what it is. She introduced Shankar to Radler. Never comes out of the beer store without it. So that's what it is. I go into the grocery store, I look at avocados, all I think of is Jordan. All for avocados. Ashwin, where do I start? Immense joy from the day and time he was born. So many stories, I could go on and on. He said, Mom, 3 minutes for you and Dad together. There's one story etched in my memory. This is when came back from work, the time before cell phones, voicemail with the blinker on. Look at it. Oh my God, this is Ashwin's high school. Why is there a voicemail in Ashwin's high school? Did he not go to school today? Nervously listening to the voicemail, Ashwin's grade 12 calculus teacher calling and congratulating us on Ashwin scoring 100% in calculus. Never even knew when he studied. All we used to watch him do was play a computer game on a black screen. So, never knew where it happened. So many stories, and we could go on. But he continued making us proud. Talk about scholarship, research papers. All I understood is I saw his name on the front of the published paper. Ashwin, give me Cole's notes on what you wrote about. What was this research about, right? Would never understand what he wrote, but proud mama moment to see her son's name published. I think going last, many of you have taken away all my lines, right? Many of you know all the Ashwinism, his encyclopedia of words. We can actually write one. There was one word which he used, quagmire, which rigmarole, which we had to look up in the dictionary to see what it meant and how he used it. And of course, you know the latest one, you think. So when he says something, I say, you think? And that's how the conversation ends. What else can I say? Ashwin is actually he's a confidant, he's my go-to, even before Shankar sometimes. If you wonder why, he listens patiently, non-judgmental. He can say anything and I will accept it. And I know he's giving me the right decision, telling me what to do. He knows the names of my friends from high school, all in India, remembers them more. Even Shankar doesn't remember them. So, in short, I could go on and on about Ashwin. His humor, his compassion, his lovingness is something that I am eternally grateful for. All I want is happiness for both of them, and I really want to live a very, very happy life together. All very well.
Thank you, Angie and you guys, as Johannes pointed out, I'm not that good with public speaking. Okay. I suck at it. Okay. You guys stay. I'm extremely happy to welcome our new daughter-in-law, Jordan, into our family. But Jordan has been the family member in very good standing for more than 3 years.
Why you change?
It's just making it appreciated. Jordan, you are beautiful. You are courteous. You are helpful, kind, compassionate soul with an intelligent mind. You beautifully blend the two cultures, the Indian and the German. Over the years, we have seen the shared humor, the cozy affection, and the cooperative work you do, even in the kitchen when preparing meals.
Spicy noodles?
Yes, spicy noodles. Yeah, very fortunate to have such a lovely daughter-in-law. I should say daughter. Ashwin, we have watched you grow from an adorable baby to a wonderful, kind, and gentle person. We are very proud of your drive and ambition your compassion, your love for travel, and your achievements. We are proud of the fact that you are the first doctor in our family. In a non-swimming family, you were the first swimmer, skier, and a certified scuba diver. Yeah, you have won over many awards in your academics and research, and now you have won Jordan. It's remarkable for a man's success is in raising kids better than you. There is this Tirukural in Tamil, that's our native language. It's a text of short couplets, considered one of the greatest works ever written on ethics and morality. It's known for its universality. Magan Tandai Katrum Udavi, Ivan Tandai Ennotran Kul Enum Sol. It translates as the best help or a thing a son can do to his father is when others say, by what noble deeds or good deeds and penance did this father merit such a son? And I don't know what I have done, and you have been a wonderful son. It's more obvious that this is God's plan. We are happy to conclude that the son we so love got the bride he deserves. Jordan, we are swollen with pride to add you as daughter. You both truly complement each other. Welcome to the family. God bless you both, and we wish you the very best. Lots of love, laughter, and happiness forever.
I don't think that speech was a speech of someone who's not good at public speaking. Not a dry eye. For our next guest, I'd encourage the servers to continue coming, continue serving food. We're going to take a break to eat after my next guest, Jordan's most ardent supporter, her biggest cheerleader, Jordan's dad, Trevor Jarvis. I said one for every 10 people, right? Like
I'll keep the tradition going of not really being a great, public speaker. So hello, everyone. My name's Trevor. I am Jordan's father. I'd like to start by thanking everyone for coming, whether you drove 20 kilometers or 20,000 kilometers. It's truly amazing that all of you made it here today. We had a big trip, and so I also hear that a lot of people have come from Australia and India, and I think, wow, I was complaining about my trip. So thank you, everyone, for coming. I look at my beautiful daughter today and think of how lucky I am to be her dad. She's always been a really driven individual. I remember a time when she was a little girl, she wanted something, and I said, no, Jordan, you can't have it. And she went right over to my mom and said, Annie, you're his mother. Tell him he has to give it to me. So I knew right then and there, George would always find what she wants. She, when she was a little bit older, she moved to a new country as a child. And not only did she learn math, geography, science, and a new language and culture as well. We were living in different countries, but we always had our holidays and Trenton at Christmas in the summer, and we always hung out together, always at my mom and dad's here in Trenton. So let's skip forward many years, and I found myself thinking about all the things that this child has accomplished. The master's degree, executive director of a foundation at Harvard, doing her PhD, speaking at the WHO, but I saw a gap. And I often wondered, is there someone for her to share this all with? Then let's skip forward to a visit one summer. My son Braden and I, George's brother, we went back to Ontario. And we learned that, we're going to the Blue Jays game. Oh, and by the way, Dad, I have this date later on tomorrow with this guy. Oh, what's he like? She wouldn't tell us. And then we're going to hit that fast forward button a little bit later. And then the next thing you know, they're coming up for a Christmas visit. So as Johannes can attest to, and Sankar, as dads, we always wonder who's going up with our children, our daughters, right? So I was like, what's this guy like? And so Jordan kind of told me, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. And I get to the airport, and there's this guy that's like 6'4", can palm a basketball. Wow. He's a physician in training, and he's that big. I don't have a home. So it was fun. We had a great visit at Christmas. Ashwin had just learned to ski, so we decided to push his limits. We took him up the Sunshine Mountain in Calgary, which if you've ever skied out here, you don't understand what skiing is about. This is a true mountain. So, and that's what he said. And of course, it wasn't a nice, easy day. It was a very blustery day, very windy. And, they did well. Braden and I, we just said, the heck with this. We're going to go sit in the lounge. Those two skied until they got kicked off the hill. So I thought, hey, they're both driven. When I first met Ashwin, again, like I said, as a dad, I found he was very polite, he was very funny, and I could see how much he cared for Jordan. And that's all that mattered to me. Then let's skip forward again. I'm sitting at work one day in my office, and the phone rings, and I look at it, and it's Ashwin Sankar. Why is Ashwin calling me? Oh, Jordan probably forgot her phone. I pick it up, and it's Ashwin. I'm like, oh, hey, Ashwin, how are you? And he said, I'm good, Trav, how are you? Good. I just wanted to let you know that tomorrow, Jordan and I are going ice climbing, or rock climbing in the ice. And I said, okay. Because I plan to propose to her. And I said, oh, so cool. I'm so happy. And I'm sitting there going, oh, hopefully it works out. please don't slip, especially after she says yes. We chatted for a while, and then we hung up, and then I was sitting there, and I had a meeting to rush off. But I said, no, I'm going to be sitting there going, she's found the person away. So as we, I'm sure all of you that are close family have received that 1905-page document that was the itinerary for the wedding here. We're making our plans, and all of a sudden I received an email from one young lady in the other said, hey Trevor, just to let you know I'm the MC. We want to have a little bit of a background on the culture of all the families. What's your culture like? I'm sitting there going, okay, well, give me a minute. No, give me a month. No, we don't really have much of a culture here. So I don't think I have anything for you. And then, what the funniest thing was yesterday at the wedding, we were interested in the brand new culture. Our new culture is
He does.
we're Scottish.
That's why
we're
I said
Irish.
it'd be easier.
We're German in our family, and now we have Indian. So to me, I have to say to Ashwin's family, all of you and his extended family, you made us all feel so welcome. I appreciated everything yesterday. I had such a great peek at your culture. I admit I don't know much about it, but I really enjoyed everything yesterday. You've all been so amazing. Shankar and Ruja, I'm happy to have you in the family. Happy that you will help look after my daughter. Obviously, these bad buddy brothers. I've known them for many years. It's been great to get reconnected with them, and they're going to look after, of course, my son.
There's only 2 things that
So I think for us, Leah, that's our new cultural tradition, is we don't have a culture, we have many cultures. And I think that's the most important thing in the world. Ashwin, I'm sorry, welcome to the family. I couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law. I'm happy to call you son. Look after my little girl. Everybody, please raise a glass to Jordan.
எடுத்துடலாமா ஜெய் ஜெய் ஜெய்
Wow, Trevor, you were worth the wait, eh? On getting back to me in that email. That was worth it. Put your hands together, Masana. Laugh, get to know the people at your table, build that strong foundation, and we'll be back with speeches from friends after. Enjoy.
Harish. Okay, now afternoons, we're going to take a break now, and I will try and come back again once more.